friends. I hope you guys are having a great day. So you guys know what today is. It is Flower Letter Day. And wow, we are really going through these. Like, it is already September. Like, we are almost done with this. We only just have a couple of more months in the year, actually. And the year will be over. And as you guys know, the letter only lasts for a year. So we should be getting into some pretty intense stuff, hopefully, the closer it gets to the end of it and finding out what happens. So as you guys know, the flower letter is $12 a month. You get 2 letters a month, and you can subscribe to more than one. So if you want to subscribe to the Audrey Rose one and plus another one, you are more than welcome to do that. All right. Let's hop into this one and let's see who it's from. Oh, okay. This looks like the extra, so we're going to leave that for last, and we're going to jump into the letter and see what the letter is. Wow, okay, so this is a very, very short letter, guys. Okay. It says, April 27th, 1944. Dear General, you may be surprised at hearing from me so soon, especially since I haven't quite made up my mind to forgive you yet. For the record, I understand why you did what you did, but I still couldn't believe you asked Charlie to try to dissuade me from helping Uncle Abe. You can't have believed it would work, not when you knew what was at stake. Anyway, I'm alright, as you've probably already gathered from the fact that I'm writing you this letter. Uncle Abe insisted I write you immediately and let you know. Since you enjoy Mama's patterns so much from my last letter, I decided to send you some more. Please tell Charlie what you can and that I'm alright, and tell him I love him to the stars and beyond. I know you've both been worried. All my love and a kiss, Audrey Rose. Okay, so right here it says the coded letter included with this note from Audrey has already been partially decoded by the General. Use your rose code card and magnifier to decode the rest. Okay, so here's what the back of it looks like, guys. And of course, I mean, as you can already see, he's already completed some of this. Now, I really enjoyed doing this in a couple of letters back. We did this. I really enjoyed doing it. It was very time consuming, though. Like, it was something, I just sat down in the afternoons and I just kind of did. Here and there. Let's see. I'm gonna try to open this one. They're pretty long, like the pages. So here is this one, and as you can see, it is a very big piece of paper, and it has a lot of writing on it. Down here at the bottom it says, P.S. I've made up my mind now. You're forgiven. So I guess she must be forgiving him for trying to persuade Charlie to get her to not go down to Mexico. But okay, that was a really short letter, probably one of the shortest ones I think we've had thus far. Kind of bummed that it is a little short, but at the same time, I mean, that's also kind of good too. So I'm going to hop over and I'm going to try to decode this, and then I will let you guys know what it says. So I will be back. Okay, guys, so if I've got anybody new who doesn't know what the rose code is, I'm going to kind of go over it for you guys. During World War II, codes and code breaking played a major role in covert operations, particularly in the OSS. Along with countless unnamed women, Audrey Rose would have handled many coded messages during her time there. Since she was also her father's personal secretary, we thought it only fitting to have her create an ultra-secret code in order to communicate ultra-secret information to the General, should the need arise. Using her work experience, brain, creativity, and something meaningful to both of them, a set of hand-carved flower stamps made by her mother, Audrey Rose did just that and called it the Rose Code. Wanting you to experience a bit of World War II code breaking yourself, we've obtained special clearance to share the Rose Code with you. Here's how it works. On the back of this card, you will find the Rose Code key. Each flower stamp represents a letter, number, or punctuation mark from the English alphabet. Use the code key to decode the encrypted message Audrey Rose has sent the general in her patterns, but remember this is classified information. Handle with care. So okay, so this is the back of it, guys. And of course, as you can see, you have the flower symbols above your letters, and then down here above your numbers, and then your punctuations. So basically what you're going to do, if you guys remember, in our first letter, we got this little magnifying glass, which kind of helps, like you can kind of magnify your letters and everything. You can see it much better. So what you guys are going to do is that you're going to take your rose code, and as you can see, the general has then filled out some of this for us, so it shouldn't take as long as the last one did. Okay, so what you guys are going to do is that you're going to hold your magnifying glass over top of your decoding letter, and I know it's kind of hard to see in the camera because of the way the magnifying glass is, but it's supposed to magnify it. And then you're going to take your rose code. You can put it wherever. I usually just slide it up under it. Okay guys, so we finished decoding the back page of our letter. This is the front, and this was the back of it. So let's read it. It says, arrived in Santa Fe last weekend. Uncle Abe's agents posed as friends interested in Dr. Oppenheimer's work at Brooklyn. Dr. O met us at station and directed us to cafe nearby. He brought fellow physicists from Los Alamos named Dr. James Andrews. At dinner, agents discussed physics with Dr. A while Dr. O and I caught up. After meal, we ordered dessert. Uncle Abe's agents gave signal for me to steer conversation toward goal. I asked Dr. O for advice on personal matters, so the others, including Dr. A, stepped over to bars. So that is the back page, guys. We do still have one more page to do. So I'm going to hop over and I'm going to head and I'm going to do that, and then we will read it and see what else it has to say. Okay guys, I went ahead and I finished decoding the other page, so we're going to jump right in and go ahead and read it. It says, I told Dr. O I'd heard from mutual friend Jean Tadlock. Jean is enthusiastic and well-known communist sympathizer. Told Dr. O I was considered joining the party. Then told him my friends weren't schoolmates but acquaintances passing through on their way to Russia. Dr. O was immediately on guard. Can't blame him after all the interrogations he's faced for his own communist sympathizers. He coldly advised I quickly dissociate myself from communists, said the Reds weren't for me. I was sure I'd blown everything when he grabbed me by the wrist under the table. He demanded I tell him why I was really in Santa Fe. I didn't answer. He said he knew me and he knew the kind of man you were. Said I was the last person he considered joining the Reds. When I didn't answer again, he let go of my wrist. He quietly asked if Stokes or Grooves has sent me. Trusting my instincts, I nodded. Dr. O told me to call my friends back to the table. Told me to tell them I wanted to join the Reds, then wait. I did as he instructed. The next moment, everything happened faster. Dr. A was fooled and flashed Dr. Abe's agent's red secret sign. Everything was over and done before my milkshake arrived. Turns out Dr. O was suspicious of Dr. A for some time. That's why he invited Dr. A to join us for dinner. Even mentioned it to Grooves last summer. Nothing was done. Dr. O kept classified info from Dr. A as precautions. When my letter came, he hoped Grooves was finally investigating. So, all's well that ends well. Lionheart's mole Dr. A is in custody. Dr. O is back to work, and I'm returned safe and sound to D.C. P.S. I made up my mind now. You're forgiven. Okay guys, so that was everything. That was the whole letter. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys love the decoding. I like it. It's very entertaining. I love just sitting down and just doing it. I love puzzles. Let me know what you guys think about it. This one did come a little bit late, so I apologize that this video was a little late. Sometimes the mail runs on time, sometimes it doesn't. I'm so glad we got to hear from Audrey. Because it has been a while and it has been a couple of letters since we actually did hear from her. So I'm glad that she's back and she's safe and sound. I'm glad she got what she needed done over with, and hopefully we will continue hearing from her more often now that she's done with her mission in Mexico. So like I said, you guys just leave a comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you guys back here in my next flower letter. Bye!